Welcome everyone to our fifth session of the Boost Your Confidence series. Today, Mark and I are going to share with you a formula that would bring you luck, success, and confidence. One of the things that I've seen a lot as a coach high achiever is that we have this doubt about our ability to do something that we want to do. We question ourselves, am I even good enough? I'm not good enough to do that thing. I'm not good enough to try that new activity, that new thing that I have dreamed about. I'm not good enough to approach this person and ask for an opportunity. And if no matter how high achieving you are and how much experience we have this moment when we doubt ourselves and thinking that we are not good enough. But thinking that we're not good enough is not going to help us. The question that we need to ask ourselves would be, what can I do to get good? What can I do to get good? Because it moves us into thinking and action, taking action to improve ourselves so that we be good enough to do what we want to do.
You're absolutely right, Ton. And as you're talking about that, I'm thinking of something that happened just the other day. I got a message from someone who heard me speak in 2019, and it says, "I still have dreams of being on stage with you." And so he has this dream of being on stage with me. And then I asked him, I said, "Well, what are you doing to prepare to be on stage with me?" And then he said something like, "Well, I need to learn English better." Okay. And I said, "Well, in your country, most of the people don't speak English, so you need to learn to be a speaker in your language." And so I said, "What are you doing?" And it turns out that he has this wish, he has this desire, but he hasn't taken any action. And as we talked, it's like, okay, well, there's some things that you could do, like join Toastmasters or join a speakers club or those sorts of things. But you need to have a plan. And then as we were talking about this session today, Ton, I thought of John Maxwell's luck formula. And especially because probably a lot of people listening, some of the people listening to this anyway, are friends of mine and yours in Southeast Asia. And the people in Southeast Asia, they have lucky colors, they have lucky numbers, they have lucky money, they have lucky everything. I was walking through a marketplace one day and it said lucky market. So everything, and people wish me luck more than any place in the world. And so John Maxwell's luck formula has made such a difference in my life. I could tell my story, but I want to share his formula because everybody I know wants to improve. They want to have this confidence that we've been talking about. And so here's the formula. And if you're listening or watching right now, you need to get out your paper or make notes on your phone or whatever. But here's the formula if you want to get lucky.
Yeah. I have my pen and paper ready.
All right, super. Let's go.
Formula, Mark.
All right, here it is. It's preparation plus attitude plus opportunity plus action equals luck. And let's break this down a little bit. You see, it was my dream to become a speaker. That was my dream. But it wasn't until more than 30 years later that I became a speaker because, one, I didn't have the right attitude. To me, I would put attitude before preparation even because you have to have the right attitude. You have to listen to the voice that says, you can do it. Take action. You can do it now. You're smart enough. You're good enough. And so my attitude had to change. Then I started preparing. I took courses. I practiced those sorts of things. Then when I had opportunities, I did better. Before I had this dream to become a speaker, but because I didn't prepare or have the right attitude, when I did get asked to speak, I wasn't really that good. And now I've improved dramatically. I still want to take it to the next level. But the point about it is I took action. I prepared. I had the right attitude. So then when I had opportunities, I do better. And every single one of those steps took action on my part. And so now people say, oh, Mark, you're so lucky because I've had opportunities to speak in multiple countries, Australia, Vietnam, Cambodia, China, Hong Kong, Panama, Republic of Dominican Republic, even in America.
Yeah, I love it, Mark. And what you say about attitude is spot on. Like if we keep thinking about, oh, I'm not good enough, I can't do this, I can't do this, we're not going to be able to do it ever. But we can start into what can I do to get good? It's the attitude of looking forward. Yes, I can do this. And then we do the preparation. Even the most fluent speaker that we know, and we know a lot of top speaker around the world, they prepare before they get on stage.
That's
They
right.
prepare what they're gonna say. They prepare how can I say it, and they study about their audience. What is it? How does it matter to the audience? What does the audience care about, so that they can connect with the audience on stage? Every single speaker prepare before they get on stage, and then when opportunity comes, they take action.
That's right.
I recently heard one of the really well-known author and speaker, Ryan Lee, talk about the time that he get on stage. And people ask him, are you still, afraid before you get on stage or not? And he said, every single time that I get on stage, I'm still afraid, but I do it anyway. So do it scared. We have to take action.
Yeah.
We have to think about our audience, and we do it scared to be able to overcome that fear. So I love your luck formula. Luck is nothing but preparation plus attitude plus opportunity and action. And the thing is, the more action we take, the more opportunities we're gonna have. So it's
Right.
really all woven together.
Yes, ma'am. That's great. And Tan, you gave a speech or a talk recently about how to action to take to improve
Exactly.
and to develop that confidence. Why don't you share a little bit more about that?
So there was a study that I came across. It's from Professor Savati at the University of Virginia. What he did is he studied the entrepreneur that was really successful, and some of them have launched companies that have revenue of around $200 million. So she's not gonna just interview them, but she give them a list of questions to figure out their tendency to think, how they act, and how they make their decision. And she also studied a group of entrepreneurs that what she calls novice entrepreneur. I mean, they are newer entrepreneur. They're not very successful. Just to see their tendency to think, to act, and their decision making process. And what she found is the expert entrepreneur, the one that has successfully launched their company and get their revenue to $200 million. They don't follow the traditional business model. Like they don't spend a lot of time planning and thinking. They spend a lot of time acting. So they act, they launch their company, and they learn from the result, the feedback of their company, and then they iterate it to change it and make it better. Versus the novice entrepreneur, the one that's not very successful, they spend a lot of time planning, a lot of time thinking, and some of them never launch at all. And the one that launched, it took them too long to launch that they not successful as much. So again, emphasize on what can we do to get good? What action can we take today to get better? And how can we do it? Preparation, attitude, opportunity, action is what's going to give you confidence. And that's your luck formula to improve your confidence, to improve your success.
You know, when you think about preparation, there's so many aspects of that. You know, you and I have been fortunate to have mentors that we've been able to, they've already been where we want to go. And so we spend time with those people. And some of you out there in Zoom land or watching this, you may say, well, I don't know those people. Well, a lot of those people have written books, so you can read their books. Yeah, I never met Zig Ziglar in person, but I feel like he mentored me through his books and his videos and things like that. So you've got podcasts and things like that. You can go to seminars. You can have coaching. All of those sorts of things can help you improve yourself to develop that confidence, because you will become more competent. And when you're more competent, you also become more confident.
Awesome. That's right. Right, spot on. Thank you so much, Mark, for joining us today to share about the luck formula. And thank you, everybody, for watching this video. We're looking forward to see you next time in our 6th series of Boost Your Confidence. Have a great week.
Goodbye, everyone.